of the people that were involved in the activities. I mean, the trainers first, and then the teachers, the core teachers. So we are going to do 2 sessions in this first part of the afternoon. The first part will be the presentation of our of the trainer experiences during the project, and we will show you a video that we prepared in order to explain what we did in these 2 years as trainers, and which were our feelings along all the activities. And then we will be back at 2:15 to have the opportunity to discuss in a live session together with the core teachers about their experience and their feelings along this trip. So we will start now. We start now with the presentation of our experience as a trainer in a video that we prepared, and we hope you enjoy it. Good afternoon to everyone. My name is Maria Grazia Locricchio and I'm an assistant professor of developmental psychology.
Hello to everyone. I am Nicolo Maria Iannello and I am a postdoc researcher in developmental psychology.
We both are also members of the staff of one of the partners of the CVS project. The partner is Identità, Sviluppo, Integrazione, also called EASY Onlus of Palermo. And during these 3 years of implementation of the CVS project, we also have been the 2 trainers for all the people involved in the activities planned of the project, within the project. So today we are going to share with you our trip within the project, when we hope you enjoy as we did along it. Everything started from the beginning of the project, I mean in 2018. Even before our kick-off meeting with other participants in Palermo. From the beginning we had 2 main aims. The first one was to develop and to implement a training program for teachers aimed at promoting the democratic and intercultural competencies and also the ability to promote the same competencies with their pupils in their classroom. And the second aim was to develop and implement a curriculum aimed at promoting the same competencies for pupils. From the beginning, we worked together with Professor Cristiano Inguia of the University of Palermo with the help of the coordinator of the project, Professor Sonia Ingoia, and also the help of Professor Alida Locoto from the University of Palermo in order to develop our first draft of the training. In doing so, we used as main references 2 handbooks. The Tracy Handbook, which is a manual developed to training citizenship and intercultural education within Europe with educators, and the manual Tasks for Democracy, developed by the Council of Europe. During our kick-off meeting in Palermo, we shared with all participants of the meeting our first draft of the training program, and this was helpful for developing another draft, a little bit changed, and the final version of the training that followed also the other feedback that we received from the participant along the few months after, by emails. The final draft of the proposal has a main objective that was to equip all participants with the knowledge, the skills and professional qualities that are appropriate to the promotion of an ethos of democracy, human rights respect and intercultural dialogue in their school classes. The training followed the model that is in the reference framework of the Council of Europe, with the scope of targeting all the competencies of the reference framework, competencies that are illustrated in the following butterfly. So the competencies of the framework include the values, attitudes, skills and knowledge and critical understanding. And our training was aimed at targeting all these competencies. Our training course was held in the school Ivan Vazov in Mezra, Bulgaria. The school is one of the partners, obviously, of the project, and was held from the 11th to the 15th of March 2019. We started each day of our training with the icebreakers, such as human bingo. Icebreakers are all activities that are aimed at promoting a relaxed atmosphere within the participant, and also in this case, the case of human bingo, to promote a better knowledge of each other. Human bingo, for example, is an icebreaker where the participants are obliged to ask information to the other participant in order to fill a task sheet. The aim is obviously to know better each other. We did a lot of work in groups. We discussed about the reference framework together. And we did a lot of role playings.
Okay, so should we invite them to table? We don't understand each other.
Each day teachers evaluated the cars using 3 words, a positive, a negative and a concluding word. And this was a good way to receive the feedback from participants. During the trip, we built a really great group. It was an amazing experience for us, and we are sure that teachers appreciate it too.
With me, you will have a look at the curriculum for pupils. The first proposal of the curriculum for children was introduced during our meeting Mestra by Professor Sonia Ingoia, the project coordinator, who illustrated some suggestions about the development of the curriculum for children. She shared her ideas and her impressions about how to develop and implement the CVS curriculum for children with other partners involved in the project. But that was the first step in the process of creating the curriculum for children. Indeed, once we went back to Italy, we worked very hard with Professor Sonia Ingoia and with Professor Alida Lococo to develop the first draft of the curriculum for children. In the process of planning all the activities, we took inspiration from 3 main references: Compasito, Manual on Human Rights Education for Children, Tasks for Democracy, and Handbook Training Citizenship and Intercultural Education in Europe. During the process of the development of the curriculum, we had several feedbacks from all the CVS participants, and we followed their suggestions, and then we got the final version of the CVS curriculum for children. But what are the main considerations underlying the CVS curriculum? First of all, let me tell you that the curriculum is based on the main principles and values expressed by Article 12 of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child and on Article 29 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The curriculum is also based on the main idea that children are not citizens of the future. They are already citizens, and they need to be protagonists able to express their needs, views, and dreams about urban spaces in dialogue with local administrations. We believe that one way children and young people might make their dreams of changing their towns and schools come true is by involving them in the so-called participatory territorial planning. That is a bottom-up approach emphasizing the collaboration of several actors of a community, such as citizens and technicians, in the process of regenerating a territory. So young people are residents of towns, and thus they are aware of the problems existing in the context where they live. That's why they might be considered as relevant planners of a regeneration intervention. In a few words, the main goal of the curriculum can be summarized like this: encouraging children to actively exercise their democratic and intercultural competences at school and in their local communities through urban regeneration activities by making their voices heard about their needs, views, and dreams regarding their closest urban spaces. But now, let's have a look at the structure of the curriculum. The CVS Curriculum for Children is a biennial course articulated in two modules, one for each academic year. Module number 1 is entitled Our Voices for Our Schools and it involves children who are about 9 years old. Module number 2 is called Our Voices for Our Towns and it involves children who are about 10 years old. The main goal of module number 1 is to encourage children to explore the school they attend in its space and time dimension in order to collect information about it and to plan regeneration intervention of a common space by also using techniques derived from participatory territorial planning. Similarly, module number 2 encourages children to explore their town or just a district of it in its space and time dimensions in order to collect information about it and organize a regeneration intervention. During all these steps, we wanted children to be involved in several activities aimed at stimulating children to think about their ideal school and town, to create a reportage about their exploration of school and town, to become aware of the concepts of otherness and communication, and to create an advertisement about their regeneration activities. So the whole CVS Curriculum for Children was introduced during the meeting in Bagheria, Italy at primary school Cirincione. The meeting was held from 9th to 13th September 2019. We introduced each activity of the curriculum to the teachers and showed how to implement them with children. We also wanted teachers to try some of these activities. We also worked very hard on the scheduling and did a lot of group works and dreamed about the ideal school. We especially involved teachers on a participatory urban planning activity and let them explore a space to change in the Italian school Cirincione. Teachers in particular used the planning for real techniques and put their hands into the maps of the school and used flags, cards, 3-dimensional and 2-dimensional elements to plan their regeneration intervention. We also had time to explore Sicily. We visited the Cathedral of Palermo and the Cathedral of Cefalu, and we enjoyed a sunset at the beach. Along the way, however, something very bad happened. The pandemic did not allow children to go to school from March to June 2020, and that's why the activities of Module Number 2 were not implemented. But we decided to move the project in the online classroom. We had several meetings in spring 2020, and we discussed how to create an online version of the curriculum for children, and we made it. We developed Module 0, which is made of several activities that have been developed by the Task Force of the Council of Europe within the Free to Speak, Safe to Learn campaign, aiming at promoting democratic competencies during COVID-19 outbreak. Here you are some of the goals of Module 0. We first wanted children to reflect on the impact of COVID-19 upon human health, and also we wanted children to identify the main feelings and emotions that they have experienced in relation to the outbreak.
We had a lot of funny experiences. We met a lot of interesting people from all over Europe. CVS project, I think, gave us more than we expected. I think it was really exciting to be part of this amazing group of people, and I am sure that they are characterized by my same wish to build a better future starting from now, from our children.
I feel like part of a great community that shares the same dream of mine that is changing our cities day after day and help all children to grow in a safe and healthy world.
My hope for the future is that democratic competencies one day won't require a specific action or a specific project to be promoted, since they will be part in our cultural background, in the cultural background of each European citizen.
All the work done to improve democratic competencies will spread beyond CVS.